pleasure of working with a 55-year-old, 5'10", 235 Ken, an Army guy. And Ken, you're in phenomenal shape, but you lost your power as you got older here. And look at how you just drop into that front foot and there's no hip rotation. It follows the upper body. There's a wind, reach ahead and rotate. You almost like you're stepping down a step with the front foot. You wait, all your weight transfers first, and then you go. And look at the upper body. I like to see that bad flatter. But watch how you chase the head into a rollover right there. Lead wrist dives down. It's a rollover. What we really want to get is an AXESNAP, wrist torquing sideways. Watch the lead wrist turn down, and you're rolling over into the ball. There's just no way you're going to make any consistent contact with that. Again, if we start the bad flatter like that, but watch the hips. No rotation at all. They almost follow the upper body open. So we want to keep the weight on the back leg, wind as we reach the head, and then unwind to plant the front foot. Again, the roll over into the ball. Just never going to get any consistent striking on it. At the beginning here, you didn't hit any out and had a lot of bad hits. Look at Frank Henry. Look at how his wrist, he's a Canadian pro. Look at how his wrist stay AXESNAP. Watch how you're reaching way, way out ahead. You're not stabbing inside the rotation. So here's a sequence of drills we went through. Static hip drill. Then we added the ba-boom hip drill. And this is just phenomenal. Look at how much better that hip rotation is. You're turning your front foot open and your rotation plants it. Now we add the upper body, the lead arm stab. Short, quick stab to the inside of the ball, inside the rotation, inside the point of contact. And then we use the bat to stab inside the rotation. You're a little bit sloppy with that, so we added the bungee trainer, which gives you some resistance and good. It's a real short, quick, compact stab right there. Feels like it's only 12 inches. Real short and quick, rotate and stab, rotate and stab. And if you work on the snap, it'll set up the snap real good. Gonna keep you from chasing head. Now look at here, the swing simulator. See, the seated swing simulator keeps you in an X position, and then the perfect snap. See, your knuckles are facing the head. You bounced a little bit there, but that's a great drill. And then the full swing on the swing simulator. Watch how your wrist ends up in an AXESNAP position, driving it to the inside. See that? Look at your wrist, palm down and palm up. Just great. You're rotating, you're driving your hands inside the rotation, and you're snapping. Very quick and compact swing. That's great. But it's a hard habit to break, man. It's a hard habit to break. When we went over to the live hitting, well, first we went to the rope here. I want you to drive the hands along the rope. And watch how you drive your hands way up in the air. You got to learn to take the hands down to the point of contact, which is at the rope. And you don't hold the AXESNAP very long. You get into the rollover really fast here. So again, hands got to go to the point of impact. But we got off the seated drills off the tee. Look how you roll over right away. You totally, as soon as you roll over, you disconnect the connection. Your lead arm is connected to the shoulders and they rotate. You need to drive and snap to the inside. And look at how you just roll over. When you roll over, look how the rotation stops. Your lead arm buckles. Everything goes haywire on you. It's a nice pre-swing motion. You come down here, and again, the back goes down because you lose rotation and you chase ahead with the rollover. As soon as you roll over, you disconnect. Watch Jeremy Yates. Watch his lead wrist. Stays palm down. Carries it all the way through. He stays on the same plane all the way around. Just takes a lot of focus and a lot of drilling. So we did the 4-tool T drill. Here's the X handle. And this was better. The oval handle, the oval X handle keeps you in a palm down, palm up position. You just break it into the roll and impact down a little bit, but that's better. Now the rope trainer, watch how you come way up. Each of these magnifies errors in a different way, so that's why we use them, because they take you out of a comfort zone and make you really get to a position where you're forced to have some errors. Here's the 4.5-pound Jimmer stick, and look at how this really, you stop stabbing to the inside and AXESNAPing, instead you just chase ahead and you roll the lead wrist down, and there's just no way you can make consistent contact that way. And then when we get the regular bat here, rotate and snap, and again, there's a rollover here on here, so it was a very persistent problem. Now you increased your hitting tremendously, because look at here, you cut down the rollover some, but look at here, there is a little bit of margin of error where you can be into the roll, just into the break of the wrist and impact. You have a good margin of error, but oftentimes this happens. You're way out early, it chases you way outside the rotation. Again, look at Frank Henry, watch how long he holds that in that position. Rotate, stab, and snap in an X style position. Look at his wrist. Palm down, palm up, X snap. Look at it. Doesn't roll over till way later. How do we fix that? We go back to here. Go back to that swing simulator. Look at how your wrist finishes in a palm down, palm up position. That's how you develop the X snap over and over and over by working on that. The other way too is to use the perfect snap drill. Do 200 of those a day. Get so you don't bounce at the end. Again, watch here. Into the rollover, and then you dive down underneath it. And you hit tremendous at the end. You increased yourself 10 miles an hour on your average exit speed, and you hit 12 balls out of 50 out, where you didn't hit any on the first session we had. But you're leaving a lot on the table yet. You just have to. I can't change the muscle memory. See, there's a short, quick stab, but look how Leader still wants to go down. So I can't change the muscle memory for you, Ken, but I give you the drills. I told you here on a higher pitch to stay back and AXESNAP. Look at the wrist. This is one of your best swings. This is a bomb. And look at how you don't roll over early. You keep it in the X down more like the other guys. But right there, right back again to a rollover, and that ball went out. So, I mean, there is a margin of error there, but you've got to try to develop an AXESNAP, and rotation will continue to pull that lead arm to the inside in the rotation, and you'll keep from AXESNAPing over. Watch your practice swing. Rollover right there. So you've got to work on really a lot of focus, a lot of drilling, like this swing simulator with the AXESNAP. That's what's going to make you better. Look at Ryan Harvey. Watch his wrist. He's stabbing to the inside with the rotation stab, and look at his snap. AXESNAP all the way. So tremendous, Ken. Great working with you. A tremendous amount of improvement, but there's still some left on the table until we can master this AXESNAP versus rollover. Great working with you, and thank you for your service.
86 miles per hour.
Good shot.
80 miles per hour. 70 miles. 80 miles per hour. 84 miles per hour. 79 miles per hour. 74 miles per hour. 77 miles per hour.
The words today are rotation and stab at the ball.
And does that feel like a long, slow process, or does it feel quick and compact?
It's quick and compact. When I do it right, it snaps right over. Well, not over, that's the wrong term. But I snap right through it with a correct stab. I don't even think about it. The ball just, the swing speed just incredible. It pops off the bat when you do it right.
You had a lot of rollover at times yesterday at the start of the swing lesson. And anyhow, you notice that you worked on a sharp rotation and stab, and that actually set up more of an AXESNAP because you worked on the snap as well. But if you are slow and lazy, that's where the rollover takes over, right?
Yeah, when my swing gets slow and drags through the zone, then I would rotate my hands over and just kills the swing.
You had great results today with the 3D Marini bats, the Denny Crine end load, the Saddler balance, and the Larry Carter mid load. What was your favorite, and how did you? What did you think of the performance of the D Marini bats?
The Marini bats are just as good as any bat I've swung out there. Maybe it's slightly better. Without testing at the same time, I wouldn't know, but I hit all three great. I always prefer end load. That's been my go-to since I started playing.
The Denny Crine's a 27. Did that feel heavy to you?
No, it swung nice and easy, swung right around. The bats, I swing D Marini way back in the day, so it's just kind of a natural bat for me.